What's up, guys? That didn't take long. This is a good one too. There we go. That didn't take long.
First cast?
Second cast. You can see he's got that Wacky Rig Sinko right in the roof of his mouth like it's supposed to be. Pretty fish. All right, guys, so with this Wacky Rig Sinko here, I have like a Wacky Rig style jig head. It has a little weed guard on it. I don't know how much that helps or not, but I just hooked this right in the middle. This particular Sinko, it's actually a Yum Dinger. It was a little longer. I ripped a little piece off just because I thought it was a little big, and I hook it right in the middle. That's it. Now you'll see a lot of people will use O-rings on these, which will keep the lure on there a little bit longer. So here's an example of the O-ring. So with the O-ring on it, I can put the hook through the O-ring like this, and then when I set the hook on the fish, I'm not constantly ripping the hook out of the Sinko. So that's one idea that you can have for that. Little pro tip here, thanks to my buddy Jeremy, shout out to him for showing me this, is in this situation I have an O-ring, but I put two on, I made an X with it. And when I put the hook through, the hook is in both O-rings, and what's happening now is the lure is gonna hold a lot straighter, so it's not flopping to one side, so I have that nice straight fall that I want.
You look bigger out there.
There. Work, Jeremy. So that's another one on the Wacky Rig, guys. Right, and was that a weightless Wacky Rig?
Weightless, yep.
This is what I tell people when I'm out fishing with them. I say, pretend you're throwing an actual night crawler. Pretend you're throwing a night crawler on a hook. And I think that makes a lot of sense to people. If you're using an actual night crawler or a leech or something like that, you know, it's messy, the crawlers, they fall off all the time. With these, you know, you're able to keep them on the baits and the fish hang on to them just as well. What I'm doing is I'm working it back just a little bit. I could yo-yo it a little bit where I kind of bring it up and then yo-yo it back down. But really, I'm just kind of bouncing this off the bottom a little bit and just working it back really slow. I want to be always watching my line or having some kind of connection to my line. So if I feel a little bite, I can reel down and slam the hook. And when you feel a little bite on a Sinko like this, what's happening is a largemouth bass is just going to open their mouth and just kind of hang on to it. So a largemouth bass will just, boom, hit it and hang on to it. And this is what you feel, is you feel that little tiny itty bitty little bump. And that's a bass just hanging on to. And I've noticed that they'll open their mouths and they'll hang on to these Sinkos, or this is actually a Yum Dinger. They'll hold on to these for a long time. And then you just crank down and slam that hook into them and boom, you got a fish. There could be really big gills down there. So guys, right now on the Sinko or Yum Dinger or whatever this worm is, I'm getting a lot of bites, but I haven't hooked a fish in this spot, and we might be dealing with some bluegills. And that's one thing with these baits. I've caught big bluegills, big crappies while I'm trying to catch bass. We caught some pike the other day on these while I was trying to catch bass. You never know what's gonna hit them, right? Anything that'll hit a worm will hit them. If you're fishing in these emerging weeds and you get some weeds on, you can kind of rip it out of the weeds a little bit, and a lot of times the fish will hear that commotion, and if you're able to clear it from those weeds, you're getting a little aggressive, and you clear it, you kind of hold it for a second, sometimes boom, they'll hit it right after you clear it. Oh, he just came off. Oh no, it was a tank too. Ah. Ah.
Get out of that way.
Oh, he's in there. Let's see what we got. Is there a fish in there? Is he still there? Oh, he's there. He scared me. I didn't want to reach my hand in there in case it was a pike. Let's clear this off a little bit and see what we got here, folks. Oh, he just fell off. Oh, he was there though. Dang, dude.
Oh, we got a weed bass.
I should have grabbed it a little better for you. Myself clearing weeds off my hook, getting stuck in the weeds, having fish buried in the weeds, because this is where the fish live oftentimes. So looking for these emerging weeds and ripping those Sinkos through there, or bass jigs or tubes or whatever it is going to catch you a lot of fish. Here's one coming to the boat. I think it might be a small one, or oh, actually I think he just realized he's hooked. Not bad. Oh, come here. This one's coming to the boat. Well, this one spit my my yum dinger, but there's another one. There we go. Woo! We're on them here. We're on some fish. That's what I'm talking about. Oh, get to the boat. Oh, this one fell off. Are you kidding me? Ah! You think this one's coming to the boat? What do you think? Take your bets. This one's coming to the boat, guys. Oh, it's a pike. Look at this. It's a pike. Look at that. Now, guys, remember when I said sometimes we get pike on Sinkos? That's the proof right there. It's not a bad pike either. Okay, come on. Let's see. There he is. If I can get him here without getting myself. There, see? Look at that, guys. On the Sinko. Just like I said could happen. There we go. Put him right back. You want him to be? No? Back there. There we go. Woo! Victory! You guys, so now what I'm doing is I'm going to be putting on a weightless wacky rig. So exactly the same as before, but there's no jig head on this one. I'm not going to use any split shot. The reason being is I'm going to be fishing tight to the shore, and I want to have that really slow fall rate because we're going to be fishing in inches of water, right? And I also don't want any weight on there to really spook the fish. So all I'm doing is just taking one of these Sinko hooks here and just wacky rigging. I'm wacky rigging a yum dinger, and I'm just going to cast it in the shore, see what happens. I'd also note that if you're skipping docks, this is going to be much easier for you with no weight, right? So it's much better for skipping docks, and plus the fall rate's going to be a lot slower. Let me show you guys that. To give you a heads up, this time of year on the lake that we're at, the fish are not really stacked under the docks at all. So we're not going to like show you guys, I mean, maybe I'll catch one, but the odds are pretty low, but at least I'll show you how we get it underneath there. So I don't know what you saw on the GoPro there, but I'm able to skip that right underneath that dock without any weight, and it's got a nice slow fall to it. And so I'm just going to kind of like keep a little tension on it, and I'll feel a little ding, 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 couple little doinks if a fish hits it, right? So dock fishing is going to be for another video, but while I'm right here, I might as well throw it underneath those docks. It's a good one. Yeah, dude, this is a good one. Oh man, I gotta come over there. Oh, come on, stay on. There he is. Yeah! Woo! That's what I'm talking about. Oh, look, we got fans over there too. Nice. That's a nice fish. Stay down, stay down. Oh man. There we go. Yeah, boy. Nice job, Henry. Yeah. Yeah, buddy. That's what I'm talking about. Now, guys, here's a little pro tip here. Let's say I want to hit that dock, and I've got this rigged up. I've got a Sinko with some split shot, okay? But I want to hit that dock. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take my split shot and I'm going to move it to the hook here. It's a lot more aerodynamic. It's not as aerodynamic as like a Texas rig, but there I was able to get under that dock by moving it. So that's another thing you can do, is you can move your split shot to the hook. Moving the split shot to the hook like that too, I mean, we're basically fishing just like I was when I was using that jig head. This split shot happens to be a little lighter than that jig head, so it's just a little easier for me to get under docks. One thing I can do is I can take a Sinko like this with no weight, and I can start to add some split shot to it. So by adding split shot, I'm going to get it down to the fish, and the Sinko comes up a little bit, and I can kind of drag it along in the weeds or the rocks or whatever. This is actually my favorite way to smallie fish, or one of my favorite ways to catch smallies. Now, on the lake today, we're catching largies. Maybe I'll throw a clip in here of a smallie. But anyways, put a little split shot on there. And that's just I hate doing that with my teeth. It's not good for me at all, but all right, there we go. A little split shot. And one thing I'll do with this as well is I'll add split shot or take split shot away depending on how deep a water I'm fishing. So it's really easy. This is a previously recorded fishing trip, and we're taking out a young angler who has never caught a smallmouth bass before. And we thought the easiest way for him to catch one would be a Wacky Rig Sinko like this, and we were absolutely right. I believe this was a 50 fish day. We caught him on bass jigs, tubes, and the majority of them on these Wacky Rig Sinkos. Ben, your first smallie, you did it! First smallie in the boat! Look at that. Hey, Ben, you did it, your first smallie. Ben caught his very first smallie. They're gonna get bigger probably today. Hold on, hold that up, buddy. There you go. Now, oh yeah, you hold it that close, it'll look like a giant.
Oh, can't tell what it is.
It's a bass. There you go. Nice, buddy. Fish on! This is fish number 1 for me today. Everybody else, oh no, dude, it just came off. Come on. Trying to get every fish. What? Man.
It is not.
Okay. It's a good fish.
Back to back.
Yep, back's back. Oh, this one's big.
Back to back, yeah. Back to back to
This
back.
is 3 fish in a row.
Yeah, 3 in a row.
3 fish in a row.
Dude, this is a big one. Oh my gosh.
That's a tank.
Oh, dude, that's 3 fish and 3 caps. What? I give a major shout out to State Farm in Columbus, Wisconsin. State Farm is one of our sponsors for the Fighting the Fish channel. Thank you guys. There will be a link to their website in the description of this video. Also, shout out to my son Leo. He just turned 18. He's guiding this season. He's looking for some clients right now. If you guys want to get on the fish in a big way, check out his website. That'll be in a link in the description of this video as well. Sweet, I'll send one to you. Almost forgot, it's time for the giveaway. So you guys, we are giving away a 6-gill reel right now. It's the 6-gill autism reel. If you saw my last video, they do a lot of really good things with this whole company does a lot of good things, but they've raised a lot of money for autism awareness. I think it's like $50,000+ that they've raised. Anyway, so we have a reel. Shout out to my buddy Brett, and he helped me out to get this reel for a giveaway. And so the reel is going to go to Devin Wyrick. That was one of the comments on YouTube. Devin had mentioned some things about getting back into fishing and his grandpa and things like that. I thought it was a cool comment. So Devin, that reel's yours, buddy. You can get a hold of me here, and I'll get it shipped out to you. We appreciate you guys. So anyways, you guys, thank you for all the, whoa, almost tripped on a rod there. Thank you guys so much for all the support you've given us, and the new subscribers and the likes and the comments and all that. We're going to keep doing some awesome things with the channel this season. We'll catch you next time. Hey, you want to do the Fighting the Fish thing with me? I'm thinking of changing this and not doing this anymore. What do you guys think? Comment below. Catch you next time on Fighting the Fish.